Hi, my name's Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. First off, Happy New Year. I hope this is a healthy and happy new year for you. On this week's video, I thought I'd take a little look at outdoor swimming and the problem of sand or mud. Wherever we want to go and swim, there's always an element of getting our feet dirty unless we're at something like a Lido. Whether it's getting in from a riverbank and stepping into claggy mud, or heading down the beach and getting sand in between your toes and then into your car. Let's take a little look at a couple of solutions for that issue. I'm going to try and run through a number of options that you might have for keeping the sand off your feet when you're getting yourself changed, starting from trying to recycle stuff at home, moving through to things that you can buy directly for the purpose. So what I've laid out here are a number of options we've got, some of which are recycling options or things you find around the house, and some of them are ones that you'd have to buy, either for that purpose or for another. Let's take a closer look. First up, it's the humble plastic bag. I'm sure you've got one of these kicking around the house. This one's nice and thick, so it should provide a little bit of cushioning from the floor and is nice and wide for my feet to stand on. You could also use it to do a litter pick afterwards, or you could pop your wet stuff in it to protect the rest of your kit for the way home. Next up, it's a shower curtain. These are really nice and comfy to stand on, and they don't cost very much, and you might well have one lying around or pick one up at a charity shop. I fold it over a few times and then you can put as much kit as you like on it, but it keeps the sand out of your kit. I'm sure a few of you have done a bit of yoga, Culinetics, Pilates, and you may well have had a mat for that. But during lockdown, you found that actually, if you're still doing it, your carpet is probably just as comfy. Well, I'm one of those people, so I snipped mine up to make a nice, comfy, insulated mat to stand on when I'm changing for swimming. So it's kind of free because I had it before, and I've also, having snipped it up so small, I could give a few bits to my swim buddies too. Here's something else you might have got into over lockdown. Well, gardening. Here's a gardening trug, and for my size 7 feet, they fit in nicely. Really easy to keep the mud and sand out with that. And down the garden centre, they only cost a few quid, but more than likely you could pick one up for not very much down the tip, or possibly from your neighbour. The other bonus of the trug is you can pop your wet stuff in it to take home. Those little handles come in really useful, and you can keep the wet, sand and damp out of your car. If you're after something a little bit more luxurious, then you might do as well to look at this £3.99 changing mat from Decathlon, which comes up really nice and small in this little pouch. But when you undo it, out comes a fleecy, you know I love a good fleecy thing, a fleecy little thing to stand on with a sort of, they're saying water resistant backing. Feeling it, I'm not so sure how resistant, but it certainly would keep your feet free from sand and mud as you get changed on it. This one here was given to me by one of my swim buddies, and I've really loved getting my feet nice and dry on it, because as you know, I never take a towel with me. Now let's take a look at the Moonbag. So this is a purpose-built changing mat. It's kind of tarpaulin-ish on the backside, and then has a slightly textured side to it that you stand on. What this one has is a drawstring around the edges which pull the edges up to stop sand just getting lifted into it or blown into it. So that's pretty handy. The next thing it does is these drawstrings, once you're finished changing, you can just pull on the drawstrings there's two handles. So now we've got a compact way of carrying our wet stuff back to the car. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video and that it's given you a little bit of food for thought about possibilities for getting changed and keeping sand and mud off your clothes and your kit and out of your car. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like and drop me a comment. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to make in the future. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. I have over 100 videos about outdoor swimming. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye!